What you doing?
What you doing?
Waiting on you.
All right, y'all. Today's topic is, believe it or not, I've been getting a lot of requests for this.
Oh.
Believe it or not, you're gonna love this one. Why is it? This topic today is younger, older women dating younger men.
Ah.
Why? And older men dating younger women, and why? So I've been getting a lot of this asking me, is it okay to do this? And what's the barrier? And like what is the age, like a limit as far as the lowest you'll go or the height? But let's look at this podcast to see from the woman's perspective. Uh,
Do older men,
oh,
like
this is the man's perspective.
old,
All right.
purposely seek out 20-year-olds? Like, I know age ain't nothing but a number. I had to pause. I just realized who wrote that song. But it's like, what you, a 50-year-old, gonna do with a 25-year-old? Y'all 2 decades and a half apart. Like,
Welcome or welcome back to my channel. What are your thoughts on age gap relationships? That is the topic of today's video. Is it different when an older man dates a younger woman from when an older woman dates a younger man? If you have experience on this topic, share your thoughts in the comments below.
You want to know why much older men go after women that are 10 to 20 years younger than them? There's a couple of different reasons, really, but the key points to take away: older men go after younger women because it's a power move. They believe that younger women are going to view them as more dominant because of their age, and that's going to correlate with them getting away with more bad behaviors and less accountability. She is not in a position, because of age, to tell him what he can and can't do. That's what these guys think. Secondly, they think that the younger women are more susceptible because of that maturity difference that they believe is real. They're more susceptible to the manipulation because maybe they haven't been around to see it, right? Maybe they haven't experienced it and they can pull one over on you. The third reason why older men go after younger women is to keep them youthful. Because whenever you have a man who has lived an entire life of manipulation and he sees the horizon of his life, and you can be much older, can be a 50 and a 20-year-old, a 70 and a 40-year-old, when he knows that he can physically no longer keep up, he's going to try to make that last push to manipulate and to get away with as much as he can and to be with as many women as possible. If these guys are not tied down to one woman, they are going to try to get everything out of their system so they have no regrets. Most men who manipulate women to this degree fear regret more than anything. There's never going to be enough women. There's never going to be enough manipulation. And at the end of the day, they have absolutely nothing to show for their lives except for loneliness and misery.
When the women started saying that we need men to change, some of the men decided they were going to go younger. They're 40 years old, talking about the youngest they'll go is 18. They started going overseas, started grabbing their passports, passport bros. Some of these men will do anything but change. But the funny thing about it is, women all over, of all races, ages, nationalities, they all are changing and they're evolving. The women overseas were like, don't come over here with that. Because if you come over here, we want you to take care of us too. The younger women, which makes me so proud because I have 3 daughters. The younger women are also saying, you're not coming over here and taking advantage of me. The only reason why I would want somebody of your age as a 20-year-old and you're 45 is because you're going to have some kind of financial stability. You can't use women the way that you want to. You're going to have to change.
Everyone likes the idea of getting old, where you only have memories of your younger days to remind you how it feels like to be young. So the easiest way to make them feel young again is to find someone really young. Another reason why men prefer younger women is because younger women typically don't want commitment, which is perfect for some men who are strangely allergic to commitment. See, when a woman is still so young, she's not thinking of settling down, but of course she still wants to go out and have her fun. So when a man goes out with her, He knows that she doesn't want anything serious, so he knows he can go out and have fun and not take any responsibility. That's pretty much perfect in a man's eyes. Go out and have fun with no strings attached. Another two reasons which is closely linked to each other is how the younger woman makes a man feel wanted or needed, just as how an older man can have the ultimate control over the younger woman because she is less experienced. You see, because of the fact that younger women has generally lesser experience with every aspect of their life, she has a higher tendency of turning to men who are older than her for advice, to guide her, etc. And men who go for younger women also know this. They know that younger women typically has lesser experience in most part of their lives. They know that younger women are easily impressed as compared to an older one. And they also know that because of the fact of their lack of experience, she is more easily predictable and easier to manage, and in other words, easier to control. What does this all mean? What this all means is that younger women typically are open. They don't want commitment. They look up to older men. They are not overly critical of men. They make men look better. But if you truly study the reason why older men prefer younger women, you'll realize that it's because younger women feed their ego with the least amount of effort from men. That's all.
Oh, you want to know the real reason why older men tend to date women way, way younger than them? Because they're losers. It's that simple. If they offer you another explanation, just say very simply, I disregard your explanation because I think you're a loser. Especially if they're in their late 20s or even their 30s and they're dating someone under 23 years old, they're a loser. Okay, and they're like, no, they're so mature for their age. No, they're not. They're not. They might be really mature for their age. You should be even more mature for your age and date someone within 3 or 4 years of yourself. Don't be crazy and go dating an 18, 19, 20, 21-year-old when you're on the wrong side of 30. Don't do that. You're literally a creep. You're basically taking out your identification and saying, here's my name, my telephone number, my address. I'm a certified loser. Don't be that person, okay? All it says about yourself is you're not ready to be with someone of your own age because you're internally not mature enough.
Well, Maria is hanging out with us this morning, and she has a fascinating look at a growing trend in relationships, older women dating younger men.
Yes, well, there's long been a double standard in age gaps in couples. No one bats an eye when an older man dates a younger woman, but society often judges relationships when the roles are reversed. But now surveys show relationships between older women and younger men are becoming really common. So we sat down with several couples and a dating expert to find out why. It's been called the Mrs. Robinson syndrome, older women going after much younger men. These kinds of couples have been in the Hollywood spotlight for decades, but now experts say they're becoming more mainstream. One survey found 81% of women are open to dating someone 10 years younger than them, and nearly 90% of men are interested in dating someone 10 years older. Matchmaker Julie Spira says she sees it all the time.
Women are now going to be dating like men.
What does that mean, women are now going to be dating like men?
These days, women have the economic power. They've got great careers, so they aren't necessarily looking for somebody to be their equal on a bank statement.
To find out why, we gathered 3 couples whose age differences range from 6 years to 16 years to 20 years.
I am 46 years old.
I'm 26 years old.
You may recognize Tracy and her boyfriend Eric from the hit Bravo TV show $1 Million Listing LA. She's a successful real estate agent. He was her personal trainer, and he asked her out. What made you go like, let's go?
The younger girls, they really don't know what they want. They're kind of lost, and then I feel lost, and then I saw her confidence, and I was so attracted by just how she works really hard for what she wants.
Until I met Eric, I went out with a ton of men who were attracted innately to the fact that I was confident, successful, until we were alone. And then it was like, oh, I don't want you to have too much of an opinion, right? I like the idea of you, but not really.
Teresa and Laquel also make more money than their partners, Colin and Malik. But they say the emotional support these younger men give them is far more fulfilling than having a financial breadwinner.
The more we continued, I realized that he was providing in a different way.
He's providing in a different way. In what way is he a provider?
Communication. I definitely think he's a better communicator than me. I think this generation, I believe that they're more fearless. They're able to say how they feel in that moment, handle it, and move forward.
You know, I'm not concerned with my woman making more money than me at all.
That doesn't threaten your manhood.
No.
I think the younger generation of men see that being a good partner is like, you know, making sure your woman's fulfilled emotionally and mentally and physically.
These couples say the hardest part is dealing with outside judgments, that their relationships are just about sex or money.
They were kind of thinking like, oh, Colin found a sugar mama. And they just think I sit around.
You're a gold digger.
Yeah.
A lot of the judgment actually comes from women. With the movements that have been happening, why now would you choose to judge another woman for embracing her sexuality and her own strength and choosing to date someone younger? That would never be judged by a man dating 30 or 40 years younger.
Do any of you women worry about he's going to wake up and want a girl who's 26?
You know, in the beginning, I think it was definitely a part of our conversation. Like, are you going to trade me in for a younger model? And his, answer was, well, you might trade me in for a younger model.
So, to some woman who's sitting out there who's in her late 40s, her 50s, her 60s, and who's like going like, what would you say to her?
I say, put yourself out there. Why? The pool is already so small to find the right person for yourself. Why are we making it even smaller? Men don't. Why should women?
Great answer.
What do y'all think? Well. We got older dating younger dating older. But it's a bias if you notice. When the man date younger, they say you robbing the cradle. But when a woman do it, they say they're finding themselves or whatever you want to call it. What y'all think about that? I've been asked to actually do this because some people say, what's the age gap that you really, the lowest you will go? Or, okay, what's the lowest you think? Okay, but let's just do each person. What's the lowest you would go? JT, like if you was dating, what's the lowest as far as a woman, age-wise?
The lowest I would go would be 10 years. I mean, I don't need to talk to a 20-year-old. I don't need somebody who's 3 or 4 years out of being a teenager. We have nothing in common. We don't spend the same life experiences. We're not in the same tax bracket. We have nothing in common. And as I'm getting older, it has to be more than a physical connection for me to actually stay in a situation where I want to continue. I would never date a 20-year-old. I have issues with even a 30-year-old at this point in my life. Like,
now, what would be some of the issues that you would have with a 30-year? Now, 30 is kind of more mature, though.
I mean, probably. But then that means that their kids are probably a little bit younger, which I would have a concern about. Mm-hmm. And just really quickly, I just thought it was really interesting that they asked a younger black man and they asked 2 white men their opinions, but there wasn't an older black man who would tell you culturally what's going on in our community. I think the older white gentleman had some very interesting points, but they were valid in his culture and his community, right, where there are some very stark differences. And I'll let Smoke or the other good brother expound on that if they wish to. But I'm just saying they didn't talk to another black man, and because he would have told the truth, and they really don't want the truth.
Yeah, right. Okay.
As old men, you see them at the bar, you see them trying to line dance, doing the Temptations line dance at the party in their little linen suits and all that. You know why they're there. Yeah. You know why they're there. Yeah. And it's not because I want to forge an emotional or intellectual relationship with you. It's not that at all.
What you got, Jazz, from a woman's perspective?
So keep it a buck. I mean, it's.
So what you think? Like at the age you at right now, what would be the youngest you would go?
I would say maybe 31. I went younger than that, like 29, but it was no emotional intelligence at all whatsoever.
Intelligence or
no emotional intelligence at all whatsoever. Very high, very emotional, very high strung. Very high strung. Very. Mama's boy. That's around that age.
At 29?
Yeah, they be high strung. They don't know how to handle their emotions. My babies can handle their emotions better than him.
Well, okay, what would be the oldest then that you think you would go at the age you at right now? We talking about
Well,
the age
I
you at.
have dated somebody older. He was the oldest. He was 52. He's 52 now.
Okay,
When I
okay.
met him, he was like 48.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
What you got, Top Cat? Youngest you would go right now at the age you at. What you got?
Well, you know, I 10 years. 10 years always been with me.
10? Well, they say
Yeah.
they say mathematically you could go 15 to 20. You see the man on there with 20 years. He went 20 years up with a woman.
I normally would go 10 years younger than what I am.
Mhm.
At 69.
Well, you know, women are more mature than men as far as
Yeah,
that.
of course. Yeah. We go they mature quicker and everything.
Right.
But yeah, I usually really I pretty much got that from being in the Nation of Islam. Because Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, you know what I'm saying, always have a woman 10 years younger than you.
So when you get old, she can take care of you and change your diaper.
Listen, man, who want to wake up in the morning, man, and you going, oh, my back, and she going, oh, her back, too. I'm looking over there like, oh, no, this ain't going to work. You understand what I'm saying? We both beat up. What we going to do?
Right.
I mean, that's just, my perspective. I mean,
Okay.
how I look
So
at it.
basically, you saying you wouldn't get a woman your age, you would always go younger.
Well, I'm not saying that I wouldn't get one my age.
So what's the oldest you would go right now at the age you at right now?
64, 65, and she would have to be in great shape.
In good shape, okay.
And I
What
have
you got?
I have 164 that's in great shape.
Okay, whoa, great. Alisa, what you got for us?
You still can't get my name.
I said Alisa. What's the
Alicia.
low? Okay, Alicia. What's the low?
10 and 10. Like I don't want nothing. 10 up and 10 down. That's where I'm at with it. Like I don't want anything.
No more than 10.
I don't want nothing in a 20. I don't want nothing with a 2 in it. With a 2, starting with a 2. I met a gentleman that I converse with that's 50. We have great conversation. Like I see the
Go higher than
difference.
just the 50.
I'm sorry.
But you go higher than just the 50.
I mean, it's situational. You like definite answers. You can't get one from me, like because it's
You know I'm gonna get the
It's fine. It's still discretionary. Everything has a discretion to it. So,
give me the reason why it would have to be situational. So
what you mean?
Let's say he's like my age. What would it be situational? What would make 50 my age versus 52? What would be the difference between the two?
The connection is the connection, the conversation, the physical health. We all want to the same things that would matter with someone that's 40. I'm still going to look at the same things. They don't change.
Right.
You just with the age, that checklist isn't as full with the age in certain situations. Just like the gentleman said, he got a 64 one that's in good shape. She probably might be in better shape than I am. You get what I'm saying? However, so you just never know. I'm not saying someone that's older than 50 cannot, but 9 times out of 10, that checklist gets smaller and smaller. And we all have somewhat of a checklist when you are looking for something. You can't walk into something without some type of bullet points or references or wants and desires. So
at the age we all are on this panel right now, who still accepts a smoker? You people that smoke. I mean, I'm just asking. Would you like a man or a woman that smoke or not?
it don't bother me. I achieve too. Let me hit that real quick. On a bad day, like I'm gonna tell you, I tell you no lies. If we gonna be real, we gonna be real. Just don't come bring that breath here.
Where you gonna bring the
back? You got to smoke outside.
Everybody has their vices. The more you get to know someone, you learn more and more about them. You'll be amazed. It's some people that I've become friends with that now they have a person. Now they have a release. Like a lot of men don't have a release. No want to go to comfort. Those are vices that people pick up because they're escaping. It's just different reasons why people do things. When you influence someone to change what they do and say, hey, seek counseling or go talk to somebody, you'll notice a change in their vices even and the things that they depend on to escape.
Right. So, Smoke, what you got for age, younger or older? What's the max you would do?
I really don't have any. I don't.
Okay, there you go, Smoke. There you go.
Either way, I don't have any because people are going to be people, situations are going to be situations. So let life happen. That's
So you
fine.
don't think age will make a difference, like she said?
I mean, you gotta, I mean, they gotta be of
Like
age,
that.
but I'm just saying, if let life happen. Whatever happens, you never know what the situation may be that put you in that situation. So I just let life happen. Wherever it goes, that's what I do.
So you just
Whatever.
rock with
I
it.
can find love in the subway. So.
Oh,
You know what?
That's
Smoke, you gonna date a 20-year-old?
Huh?
You gonna date a 20-year-old?
I have.
Oh.
Was it fun? What you do?
Bitch.
All I can tell you,
It was fun.
All I can tell you, I just told her
They
the ground
take a
work
sip.
cold as she walked out the door.
What?
Oh, she was asking for some money. She asked for more than $40.
No, we were done. We were done after I was finished. I was done.
Oh.
But she kept saying it's a money thing. That's what she said. It was a money grab.
But don't we kind of think that? Did you really, just like you said, the gentleman said, and when you see them guys in them suits at them young parties, and they're out there trying to line dance, you know why they there. Why did you think she was there?
He said she was at Subway at work, girl. She was working.
No, what I'm saying is, why do he think that she want to mess with him? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I said, Subway, the train.
Oh,
the train. Oh, we think you
I thought
sound
you
like
said she was making bread and sandwiches. I don't know.
I'm talking too much.
You got this, Mike.
Them cookies be fired up.
So let me ask you this.
She was at work.
Yeah, he said, well. So let me ask you this. So what would be the pros? What would be the pros and cons of even getting into a relationship, like older or younger, relationship with somebody? What would be the pros of it? Just give me the pros. Let's start off with the pros. What would be the pros of the women, as far as whichever way you want to say, older or younger? And men, what would be the pros of dating a younger woman? I think, Top Cat, you hit on a little bit when you said, who want to get up, both talking about grabbing their bag. Yeah, so you hit on a little bit.
You know, in my time when I had them young, they was just act handy. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
Or when I went to, certain events, you understand what I'm saying? But I, even then I had to have more than one. I had to have, maybe 2 or 3 of them with me.
Okay, all right.
And they had to walk behind me. You understand what I'm saying? Nope. And but that was just.
Is that American women or is that a Filipino women? Because American women, they got to tough to get
I'm
them
not
to
trying to
that.
go back in that time, but I'm just saying back in that time I was doing a different. I was somebody different. I was doing things different.
Okay.
I ain't gonna get into that.
All right. That's cool. That's cool.
But if I had somebody young, it was for that.
Oh, okay, for that reason. JT, what's the pros?
But they
hold up.
anyone I'm gonna have, they're gonna serve a purpose. Everybody got to serve a purpose, don't they?
Okay, that makes sense. That's true. That is true. That's right.
Everybody gonna serve a purpose with me.
Okay. JT, what you got? What's your pros? What's your pros?
Dating an older woman?
Like if you was dating a younger girl.
A younger girl?
Yeah, what would be the pros? We just going over the pros and cons.
Come on, man. And don't do that to me.
No, I'm saying we're going over the pros and cons, so you just give me an answer.
Okay.
You ain't in court.
It's obvious.
Huh?
It would be probably a physical attraction. Again, unless I don't know, she's a Rhodes Scholar or something.
Okay.
We're not going to be on the same level intellectually, emotionally, and again with life experience. So it could only mean that she's probably very physically attractive, and it's like. So
you don't think there'll be no mental attributes that she could give?
No, not at all. No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
Not a 20-year-old. I'm sorry. I mean, they may have some experiences, but they don't have my experiences. Okay. Again, we're talking, it's like Alicia pointed out, it's 30 years. Like, I've lived 30, I got kids that are 23 and 26. Like, so, yeah. I don't like hanging out with them, and I made them. Like after an hour kicking it with them, it's like, yo, shut up and get out of my car. Don't turn that young rap music on. I don't understand it. Your pants are too tight, and I get irritated. So I can't even imagine dating. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's going to be like, young whoever, little such and such. I don't want to hear none of that. I'm stuck on I can't change. I can't change. I'm stuck in the 90s.
Okay, got you.
And I'm going to change.
Right. What you got, Jazz? What's the pros?
JT taking me out of here. He's over here having a fit.
Thank you.
He just want to ride listening to En Vogue, baby. That's what I'm trying to do.
Oh, baby. We'll stay in the 90s. We'll stay in the 90s. We're going to stay in the 90s.
That's it. I would say the pros.
When you dating an older guy.
I'm gonna say this. It depends. It's two different types of older people. It's the ones that got it together and don't.
Well, we only dealing with the ones that got it together.
Okay, you gotta be specific.
like my man, the few and the proud. He just said everybody got a purpose. So what would be the purpose? Or the pros?
I had a good time.
Okay.
I was outside. I was living life. That was the pro. Anything I wanted to do that I didn't want to pay for, I got to do. Any place I wanted to go, do. It don't matter. I got to do. I don't even watch sports.
Right.
At games, way on the field, doing.
Right.
It was beneficial to me.
Okay. So
anything, and that's basically what it was. But I did. It was great communication. I had, but I thought it was
better than a younger guy.
Older guy.
Was it better than a younger guy to communicate?
Oh, young? Yes, it was. Communication is great, very open, not as emotional, very logical, very direct. Especially when my attitude was changing, very direct. So that's something I can respect. No, so yeah, those are the benefits.
Okay. The lady with the nice, beautiful hair at the bottom, the little lock.
The house just getting in. Excuse me, I'm trying to manage both. Like, what you doing? So the pros for dating an older gentleman, and generally, like, it's only been like maybe 5 years. My son's father is like 5 years older than me, and that was when I was younger. So the 5 years really, whatever. But my pros would be knowledgeable, like Jazz was saying, like the confidence. Like, people always claim that they're something that they're not. It's a lot of people that don't have self-confidence, so they don't communicate well. They can't articulate how they feel, what they think. So you have older men that are free and wouldn't mind doing certain things. They don't think, they don't think too much into it. It's like, just like she said, she was having a good time. I feel like an older gentleman knows what he wants. It's not a game. He's not really playing a game. It's like, hey, baby girl, you gonna whatever or not. Just like you in the crowd, like, he gonna let you know straight out the hip, like, hey, this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm looking for. This is what I like. Would you like to join me? A younger guy is going to beat around the bush and play games and try to play mind games. It's kind of like, I'm gonna see how you gonna react to this. I'm gonna do this. The communication isn't there when it comes to the younger gentleman, And as far as like honestly, I just don't like younger. It's a lot of it's really, they're immature. Like, men my age are immature. So for me to go to a 20 or 30, it's like I'm setting myself up. Like, just to have a platonic conversation is weird. But you could get to a gentleman, just like I'm sure I could talk to Smoke or JT, and we can have a platonic conversation, and they're not going to they're not going to hold in what they feel or what they got to say. Or we can go out on a date, and JT would be like, "Hey, look,
y'all kicked out the restaurant, so you better get ready."
I'm with it. We going Dutch then. You go first. I'm behind you. I'm on what you on, JT.
you know he's gonna send the steaks back about 3 times.
Oh, no. That's not me. No. Mm-mm.
But guess what? I ain't gonna bark. I'm gonna let him talk.
So
But
basically,
yeah,
you say like a man that got some good, great leadership.
yeah. Because I mean, I like intellect. Like, you know, and even if you aren't as wise or witty, you've experienced more. You know, you've possibly been exposed to more. So our conversations are going to be on a whole different dynamic because of what you've experienced. You know, especially if we're speaking of the gentlemen that are well or doing well for themselves. They've experienced more.
Yeah, that's who you are, though. You need an intellectual.
Yeah, I like that.
As well as he has to be very profound. His speech, his knowledge, that's your thing. Jazz, he has to have a man that has to be humorous and has to lead and give her security. That's her thing. So you got to study the woman that you trying to really get after in order to know what to give them. Because if not, you'll be in trouble. Because y'all be like two symbols running into each other. Smoke, what you got? What's the pros you got of dating a younger woman?
Dating a younger girl?
Yeah, what's the pros to that? What would be the pros?
Really none.
It's none?
None.
There's no pros?
None.
That thing ain't thinking? It ain't no pro?
I don't have time.
It ain't no pro. You got to go.
Mentally, I ain't prepared for none of that. I don't have the patience, man.
I'm sorry.
Smoke, why you telling stories?
You stop it.
My daughter's 24 years old.
You said you
and I don't
had
have
your little
patience for her.
You had your little hot cake. You said that's what
you said. We going off what you said.
I don't have the patience. Really,
you don't have the patience, you say, y'all.
No.
You're not gonna beat up on Smoke, so stall him out. Stop beating up on him. The man said what he said. Stall him out.
They'll jump you out here in a minute, bro.
I got you, Smoke. It ain't gonna happen, bro.
So you said it ain't no pros on Smoke. Okay,
I ain't got no pros.
Okay, well, I got to live with what you say, and if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. Ain't no pros to the other shit.
Not as far as trying to talk to her or get in a relationship with her.
Yeah, I'm saying like getting into a relationship. Okay, so what would be the cons? We might as well bounce it right back off here and then go back around. What's the cons of either?
The main con, immaturity.
Immature. Okay.
Too immature. Can't grasp what life has to give, or can't grasp. You can grasp the now, but you can't grasp the future. Okay. And your future is now, because everything you do now is gonna predicate it in the future. Okay. So if you don't save money now, you ain't gonna have nothing in the future.
But let me ask you this.
Everything relies on everything you do today. Your day is your future.
Right. So I'm saying, even when you said there's no the cons, you don't think that an older guy can mold a young lady, a younger woman?
I ain't got time to mold. I'm on 5 kids.
Okay.
I'm on 5 kids, man. I ain't got time to be trying to mold nobody. I want somebody that's gonna sit next to me and hold me. Shit.
They gotta have some big arms, baby.
They gotta be ready-made. Ready-made.
They gotta have some big arms. You want you a tall girl?
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm asking.
Well, Jan, since you fired on him, what's the cons of dating? What's the cons?
What's the cons of dating an older man?
Yeah, well,
tell the truth.
They get on my nerves.
What do you mean?
Now, this is the thing. Now, what the cons of dating an older man is, they want you around when they want you around. So it doesn't matter if I have to work.
Okay.
Knowing I have a career and I do things on the side, but because of who they are and their stability and their finances and whomever they are, whatever industry they're in, they are very demanding of your time. So if I'm not giving you my time the way you want me to give it to you, it's a problem. And to me, I'm sorry, my dog is barking. But that's one thing I do find to be a con. Me not giving them my time. But sir, you 50 plus, baby. Go take a nap.
Go golf.
Take a nap till I get there. If you're stressed from work, take a nap till I get there. and it's not like I'm not doing things as if we did stay together. Because when I cook food, I cook enough to go over there when I was
Right.
dealing with him. Like
Okay.
I was doing everything I was supposed to. It's just that time and not me being there to be able to see and touch me. Or if he
Okay.
wants to, like, if I
Okay.
can't go somewhere because
Yeah.
I'm busy, that's a problem. Demanding of my time is what the con was.
Okay.
Because you make whatever money you make, that's fine. I still got to pay my bills, baby.
Mhm.
That
Okay.
was the biggest thing, the kind, and them wanting to not necessarily. I don't mind a man leading me, so telling me what to do and how to do
Okay.
something. If
Right.
I'm not knowledgeable, I can
Right.
take direction. I will do that.
Okay, that's what he was
But you're not gonna talk at me like I'm one of your children. Me and your children about 2 years apart, baby.
So
And
if
that
he,
ain't my job.
what
Something
would
that's
be
not my
the
job.
give me an example of him talking at you and not to you?
Oh, talking at me and not to
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, give me an
What
example.
you gonna do? You gonna cook, and then we not going to breakfast this morning. I don't care if you paying for it or not, but what you gonna do? You gonna cook. I said, you lost your rabbit ass mind, sir. I'm about to go home.
Smoke say, I'm a man's man. I'm always be a man.
What you gonna do?
Man
I
every
ain't.
day.
If I just said I wanted to take you to breakfast because I don't want to cook
Right.
and I'm tired, and you done had me out all
Okay.
night trying
Right.
to kick it with the young folks,
You say, I gotta go and chill on now. Yeah, okay.
I pay for the food. It's just that he wanted
No,
to demand
still.
me to cook. It's just that I don't want to cook. I still got to go to the grocery store to get the groceries. Just get dressed.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
JT, leave me alone.
He's ready. Like, he like,
Look, since JT snickered, JT, go give me the con. What does it mean to date the young?
I've already said it multiple times. I just,
Say the con, JT.
I mean, for my opening statement, I told you what the guys were. Like, and I also agree with Jasmine in a way because, I mean, I'm not that guy because I wouldn't like, girl, get your ass out of the kitchen and cook. I don't speak to people like that, but I'm sure he didn't talk to you like that either. But the point I'm trying to say is, hey, what do you feel like doing? I'm more that person. Are you going to make breakfast or we going to go to breakfast? So, I mean, just want to get that out the way.
Right.
But, I mean, the cons are, again, we're just not, the Bible, then the Bible call it equally yoked in that what you like to, when you quote, we're just not there.
Mm-hmm.
We're just not there. Like, I can't explain what my extracurriculars are and all the organizations I belong to and what I really do professionally and why I have to go back to my HBCU every third Sunday in October for homecoming.
Well, you don't think she'll understand all that.
hey.
Yeah, Morgan State University. But, like, the point is, like, you just really don't understand my flow. You really understand that my sons are part of my organization now, so now I got to go to their campus for homecoming. I got to go kick it with them. So there's a lot of things that I'm like, well, why you hanging around them 20-year-old boys? Those are my frat brothers. These are my kids. I don't have time to explain none of this. We're just in two different places in life. Again, I'm not going to lower myself to make you feel good about what you going on, and you still probably got 2 or 3 other sugar daddies. I'm not stupid. I used to be in my 20s. I remember playing the game. Like, you get what I'm saying? So I'm not going to be a part of a peg on your wheel. I'm not going to play these games. I'm going to do what I do. Just like Jazz said, like, I'm getting to 50. I'm 2 years away, a year and a half away from 50. I'm setting my ways.
Right.
And I don't want to be bothered. Okay? Just let me watch my programs. Let me go to my meetings. Let me do what I'm doing.
Right.
Leave me alone. Just leave me alone.
You know
When I
like old folks.
He said, leave me alone.
You said it's the old folks home over
That's
there.
what he trying to go to old folks though. So leave it alone.
I wouldn't mind at this point. Just let me watch Matlock or some Highway to Heaven and leave me be.
Murder She Wrote. That's I love Murder She Wrote.
Let me watch my shows. Leave me alone. Come on.
So funny.
What you got, Tap Cat? What would be the con?
You know, I don't really too much have no pros or the cons. You know,
Why can I barely hear him?
Pretty much with me is
Turn your mic up, Top Cat. Turn your mic up. They can't hear
Okay.
you.
Okay.
There you go.
I'm probably too far away.
Yeah, that's
Pretty
what it
much
was.
for me, can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, pretty much for me it's just my way or the highway, pretty much.
Okay.
Pretty much for me it's just my way or the
Make
highway.
yourself available. Yeah.
You know, I mean, you know, I mean, you know, I mean, that's just what it is for me. It's just, it's my way or the highway, you know.
Okay. Well, you know, the modern women today are not used to the way you're coming, saying being available and all this. These new women.
Listen, I don't care.
You know,
I just let them know what's real. Yeah, I don't have a lot of time.
Okay,
I don't have
right.
time to
Okay, you ain't got time to play with
that. look here. I'm gonna lay my cards on the table. If you
Okay.
choose to pick them up, we deal. If not, we still cool though. You see what I'm
Okay.
saying? We just ain't gonna deal.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's just gonna be my way or the highway. I have no problem with you walking off neither. Have a great day. And when I see you, I still wave at you, speak to you, whatever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna be my way or it's the highway. I'm sorry. That's what it is. I mean, you take that back because I'm not sorry. That's what it is. Yeah, that's just what it is. You know.
Pretty woman with the brown hair. What you got?
The cons. So in being in communication with the older gentleman, again, in reference to what Jazz said, I'm noticing that there's a somewhat more aggressive nature. You know, it was like, I mean, it's prime. Like I'm like, it's prime season. Like I just got a girl dress that don't fit, who prime the 16th. I'm gonna help you. If I got the time, that's just how I am. I'm like, oh, money, and I know I can get it done. He like, so I want to see you Friday and Saturday.
Okay.
Very aggressive. And it's like, you know, okay, hold on, but I still have to take care of the things that I have to take care of. And just like she said, it's like you have your form of stability, and then I have the way my life goes, you know, also. So it's like, he already making plans to be with me and us to hang out frequently. As for me, I'm like, hey, you have to understand that I do have a son, as well as I have a hustle. I got to work, and then I got my side hustle. And this business is nothing that I can just do. I'm not clicking numbers. I'm over here hand-sewn rope, making rosettes right now on this call, you know? So it's like,
so he would have to pay for all that if he wants you to.
Exactly, baby.
In what I'm saying, but see, it's not necessary. It's a con because it's negative. Because what I respect about him is he led with that. He led with, I'll pay for the sitter.
Oh, okay.
I'll just got in the third, which ain't nan guy. And my son is only 7, so I hadn't been dating them. You know, dating is stupid, so I hadn't tried that much. But none of them have said that. So there's the maturity. So that's the pro. Just how assertive he is, like, I know what you probably need. Let me go ahead and speak to that so I can get what I want. So you need to sit there, I'm gonna pay for that. Oh, I got this, I got games, I got nephews, I got kids, I got this. Bring your son too, because he wants what he wants. You see what I'm saying?
Get an extra value meal.
You sound like you dating my dad. What's his name?
She said, bring my son, bring that.
You better pull out a PS5.
It sounds like you know my father. What's his name? His name ain't Mark, is it? Okay. Because my father be running.
If his name was Mark, I would have hollered. I would have been like, girl, I'm gonna call you later.
My kids be like, Papa always got a girlfriend with kids.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. But so like what I'm noticing is it's okay because I see him strategizing, and I appreciate that. Like, I like that. I see what you're doing. I pay attention to everything. So do I like that? Yes. I'm just saying in reference to me not all the way being able to speak to that and the newness of it, that would be the negative side, because it doesn't matter. He wants what he wants. He wants QT with me. So if that means that he got to rent a bus with games on it and send my kid on a bus, one of them gaming buses, he with it because he want to spend time with me and communicate with me and converse with me. And where it is he likes our conversation. So, it's early. So he's fine with, hey, want to go bowling? And I'm like, hey, I don't do the kid around people stuff. You know what I'm saying? So you just don't have to chill. But I see his efforts, but it's still pushy to me. It's like, hold on. What you can do is suggest, hey, are you free this weekend? Which day? No, he's basically telling me, like, so Friday I want to do, and Saturday. I'm like, well, Granddad.
So you won't make preparations for that, or you just think he's just being pushy, or should he step in and say, look, I'm gonna pay for the babysitter, and we're gonna go out?
He led with that. That's what I'm saying. He said, hey, I would like, first it started off on Friday, and then he was like, and then it was like, well, Saturday I want to do something for you and your son.
Okay.
And I'm like, wait, I said Friday. Now how we get Saturday? I'm like, if I give you Friday, then Saturday you have to understand this season.
It doesn't work like that with older men. They want their time.
And this is what I'm saying. There's an aggressiveness on the time because they have it already mapped out. And especially as I'm noticing, if they like you, it's a little more aggressive. Like, it don't matter what I gotta do. I want you here. So we gonna take care of that. Oh, the sitter. Oh, okay. Oh, you okay? That's fine. How much it costs? Well, tell them I'll pay for both days. That way I know I have you. And it's like, well, you didn't listen to the fact that I'm saying that I just took somebody dressed this week, and I got other ones that I'm finishing. So I done add something in. I need Saturday or Friday to get it done. You know.
The men are being inconsiderate.
Pick me real quick.
Go ahead.
You talking too much. You telling that man too much. You telling him too much. You need to tell him. This is what JT is upset to his face. If you like, I'm gonna say, if you like that man, go on a date with that man. But the day you start letting him dictate your schedule, if you ain't ready to be with him fully, it sounds like he really wants to be with you. He really likes you. He wants to get to know you. And usually older men who have grandkids and children around your child's age, they're willing and open to, hey, you and your son can start coming over. And they like my daddy, they go pick up my kids. Because my daddy live down the street. Right, and my daddy get bikes, he got all type of stuff.
Oh my God!
So I'm just saying, my daddy, he don't look that old. He don't look old at all. But
how's your daddy anyway?
He 50.
Oh, you got a young daddy.
Oh, that's why you asked, because I said.
Oh, you got a little young daddy. Okay, got you.
JT, I'm 34. JT, I see JT.
I'm trying to map it up. Thank you for that.
You saw his face.
He'll be 51 this year. My mother be 51 this year.
Okay.
My mother be 53 this year.
I'm not where he is, so I'm not. You're not about to dictate my schedule. I got stuff to do. Like you said, they don't think about what you have. It will be different, and there will be something to complain about if I let this go to the wayside. Now I got my hand open asking you. No, I'm still maintaining what I need to do.
Men like that are not upset that you ask. They want.
I know, but this still me. This is my business and my path. Like, I'm not about to just stop doing that because you want time with me. You have to respect that. So,
like I said in last week's podcast, JT, I'm gonna let you go in just a second. You know, when you deal with these women that has kids, you need like 3 or 4 things, man. You need spiritual, physical, and emotional strength, because you get yourself into something that you really, because you're not just dealing with her, you're dealing with her and how many other kids you got, and the daddy, the baby daddy. Man, you got to go into this thing with a lot. Don't think you just go. Look, that's why she laughed, because she know you ain't just coming to the table for a bowl of oatmeal, Jack. You gonna have to bring a bowl and a spoon, and it start off cool, but you gonna have to, JT, go ahead, man. I'm done. Go ahead. No. Okay, so one thing that is striking me about the conversation, and Jasmine, your dad probably went to high school or junior high together. That's crazy. But one thing that's really like hitting me is that these guys are so needy for time. Like, I need to see you Friday, Saturday from 3:45 because the early bird special that Bob does. Whatever the case is. They want your time, and y'all like, well, I don't want to give you my time like that, and blah, blah, blah. So I just thought it would be something else that would be a kind of dating with older men. That's number one. Number two, I believe in 2 things: the economy of language and the economy of time. Your time is your time is your time, whether it be for your career, whether it be for your children, whether it be for your side hustles or a hobby, or just, hell, I just want to go to the salon and get my hair done on my feet. That's important. And if people can't recognize those boundaries and respect your economy and what you do with your economy, it's a problem. I don't give a damn if you're 20 or you're 50. That's a problem. Yeah. And if those boundaries aren't set early in a relationship, that's not going to do anything but create problems and tension, and that's probably why those relationships don't currently exist. Those things should be discussed up front when you date.
But I bet you, JT, you at some point you had a problem with non-sorority women because they don't understand the meaning. They do not, unless you went to a college or you dealt with somebody or an HBC, you're not going to understand what's required if you're in a fraternity, sorority, or Mason or whatever it is, because it's so demanding. I know you dealt with a lot of women who just didn't respect that time that you needed to handle your business.
Well, I think that a lot of women who weren't interested in Greek life did have issues, and they're questioning it. Like, I even had one like, that's kind of gay. Why you want to go hang out with some dudes at 3 o'clock in the morning? Like, yeah, you gotta go. Like, you gotta get the hell out of my house, because there's certain things I'm not gonna explain to you.
Yeah, like what?
Certain conversations we're not gonna have. If you don't know, you just don't know.
Yeah.
Don't ask me about my brands. Don't ask me why I'm with the bros. Don't ask me why I'm wearing a tuxedo and didn't invite you to the formal, because you're ghetto and you can't handle it. That's why you're not. Okay? That's probably number one. And because you're so, I don't have time to educate you. I would just leave your black ass where you are, and I'm going to my business.
Yeah.
That aside, there are some women who are GDIs that were intelligent enough to research and ask questions, and then we can have those conversations. But again, it was about age. It was about exposure. Do we have something common ground? And if we don't have that common ground, then what are we doing? Like, life doesn't get longer, as the time ticks. You get older, you can't go back.
Yeah.
You have time to raise somebody's kid and be in a relationship with them. No, I can't do that. I refuse to do that. So I have an economy of time, and I have an economy. Why don't you ever talk to me? Because, again, I believe in economy of language, and right now, me talking to you will not do anything but hurt your feelings and cause more issues. So I'm just going to be quiet, and I'm going to talk to you later when I feel like we can have a sincere or decent conversation without me wasting my breath, because my breath is precious, and I don't want to lose it.
All right. So dating these older or younger man or younger woman, older woman or whatever, is there like a money requirement that that the person need to make? Like, so if you was dating a young, older man, Jazz, is it so much money that he need to make, or can he work at Chick-fil-A and y'all cool?
Now
Hey, what you mean? Don't keep sewing. I'm talking to this young lady.
She answered that question real fast, though.
She did already. No,
I'm saying, because somebody with Chick-fil-A could be making some really good money.
It depends on their position at Chick-fil-A.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So
because they might be, it's different. But you talking about the people in the drive-thru. You ain't talking about somebody that own the franchise. Or
what if that man has all the requirements that you're looking for as far as knowledge, competitiveness, emotional, everything, and he work and he make what, $45,000 a year, $50,000? Is that good enough, or he's just to the wayside?
First off, I'm gonna say this. There's a lot of men that make around that can save money better than I can save money.
Baby.
So you said they could have a shot.
That's not what I said. I said.
Hey, hold on now. You know the world hearing this now.
She said that's not what I said.
Because I look real ugly today, and I want somebody to see me judge me, so I had to change my shirt. You see, I changed my shirt, JT, when I came up. So listen,
it's gonna be a bunch of KFC and Chick-fil-A guys coming for you.
they might, listen. But I will say I don't want to really put a number on it, because it really depends on the person. No, you can. I can't do 40. I can't do 40. So and it's more so like, it's a difference, because a man could be making 40 this year, right? Mm-hmm. And this could just be something that's happened to him, that he had to take a different job. He could have got laid off, but he may have been at a certain part of his life where he was making such amount of money. He's very stable. He could be making 40. He could be stable. I don't be asking no man how much they make, because I know it's disrespectful. I just always thought it'd been disrespectful to ask a man how much money he makes.
You need to know.
Yes, JT, was you gonna say something?
No, I'm just listening to you, sis. You giving them the business. I'm listening.
No,
because I really feel like
you're gonna have some business if you don't know what's going on.
But the thing about it is, but hold up. Now, we ain't talking about if I ain't had no relations with you. Now, I ain't worried about your pocket. Now, when you talking about having relations,
that's what I'm talking about.
And you talking about trying to take my stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I need to know what's going on.
Okay, that's what I thought.
That's a big difference, baby, because we can be cute outside for a little bit. But when you talking about other things, I need so much money you making, how many kids you got, do you own your vehicle, where do you live at? How long has that been your zip code?
Nope.
Did you just move there? Somebody else lived there with you. So these guys out here playing, and they 50-some years old playing. Right. But I have been very lucky to only have dated one person that was older, who actually was very well put together. But I knew how much money he made without me even have to ask him. Yeah. Like, he just was very open about his financials. He was very open about what he does.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't a good guy. I mean, what
That means he was making $35,000-$40,000 if he was open. I'm just gonna put that out there.
No, he sure was not. He sure was not. That's a nice, fun, stable man.
Yeah.
I mean, what you think with him? He sound like a nice guy.
Oh no, I'm gonna say his name. Nope, he ain't gonna.
I wish you would have did it.
Look, I'm like,
almost said it. Hey, the few, the proud. What you got for me, man? Is it a certain amount that a woman has to make? Right now, when you're in your life, it ain't no number. Is it a number?
I mean, yeah. I mean, you know, it's pretty much like the young lady said, like Jasmine said. It's once we get there, how far we gonna go with it? You
No, I'm only talking in reference to y'all together, not no street stuff.
You know, because it would depends on how far we start going. Once we start
listen to
going,
me. No, listen to me. I'm saying y'all together.
Oh, we already together.
Yeah. Not on this street stuff, and you went to Cracker Barrel a couple of times. I'm talking.
Oh, okay. No, we already. Yeah, we are. I mean, it really depends. You know, if she makes 40 or 50, that wouldn't be a problem with me.
Okay, there you go, baby.
You see what I'm saying? Because I'm a man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take care of what I need to take care of anyway.
There you go.
And if you're on my team, then that means you too.
Okay.
When I say take care of me, that take care of everybody around me that's with me.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Because I'm a man, so I'm gonna make that. I'm gonna make things happen anyway.
Okay.
You dig what I'm saying? So,
every day.
I don't too much worry about that.
Okay. What you got, Smoke? Is it a certain amount of money that you looking for right now in your life? If y'all was together, is there an amount of money you need to make?
No, it don't matter how much money you make at all. Because I'm like Top-Town. I'm a man every day.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So the woman just gets to keep her money. She just gets to keep her money.
You can do whatever you want to with her money. I'm going to take care of all that. They got to do with our relationship and whatnot. I'm that guy every day.
Okay. So what you say, JT, is that? Is it a certain amount? Or?
Look at JT.
Like, if she just came in the house, I heard the front door close. I'm afraid. Y'all come out.
Hey, whisper.
I ain't gonna whisper. I'm gonna tell the truth. Like Smokey and Tomcat said, I'm a man.
Look back, cause I'm a man.
So, how I feel about it?
Yes, but why he keep looking at the door?
I need to make sure I work on that tomorrow. Trying to say no, there's no specific amount. I'm gonna be real. Like my wife, when she was my girlfriend, impressed me. I was in between jobs and I was waiting for this real big job to come through. And she's like, "Do me a favor, run to the back." I'm like, "For what?" She's like, "Could you just do what I asked you to do?" I'm like, "Yeah, all right." So I ran to the back. She came outside, got in the car, just threw 2 bands at me. Like, excuse me? Like, I felt something. I felt violated. She was like, "Do what you need to do." I'm like, "Thank you." But you know what I'm saying? So, like, I had never had a woman treat me like that before. Like, I'm going to make sure this is taken care of. I'm going to make sure I cook. I'm going to make sure, I like that suit that has 3 buttons. We going to the store. I'm going to get you tailored. Put me all the way together. I never had a woman take care of me like that. So, I never asked her how much. I didn't care. We were both eating. I was providing. She was providing. Whatever she got in her account now, we've been married going on 5 years. I don't know. I don't ask. I don't care. But I know we ain't broke. We driving nice. House is beautiful. Food is good.
That's all that matters.
Life's great.
I don't go that far, but it's cool. Like, so let's just. Huh?
Hey, so is Stitch over there.
You gotta go, JT.
I don't want less. You can't. To me, I don't want less. So it should be an addition. So for me to deal with a gentleman who is not stable or trying to make ends meet, you can't fit in my life because that's what I'm already doing. I'm already, working a career, a job it became a career, but life happens. So things change for me. So I need some type of stability. So I cannot date a man that's, figuring things out. I do, however, understand, just like JT said, things do happen because it happened to me. So I'm more understanding and forgiving for a situation. But when you articulate, you don't have a plan or something of that nature, of how it's going to go or what you're doing, and I'm not saying you making efforts to do that, that will become a problem within our relationship, and it probably won't last.
I'm saying this is where he works. He works 40 hours a year, and he makes $45,000 a year. That's what he makes. Not figuring out this is what he makes.
But I'm saying life happens. Things happen, just like it happened to JT. So I'm saying I don't want anyone making less than me. So no, it can't be less. But I'm not saying he got to make $100,000 a year. I'm not saying that that's a demand. I don't want him to make less than what I make. I want you to have a better job or a career, you know, a better situation than I have. And I make pretty good. So with that being said, I want somebody in the same tax bracket so we can communicate the same. I don't want to date someone that works at Chick-fil-A and I'm talking about vacations and you questioning my request, or because the conversation is different if you make different money. If I'm saying Red Steakhouse and you saying Chipotle, that's because that's where you are and that's where you can what you can afford. You see what I'm saying? So the conversation is often different when a tax bracket is different. And I understand as a woman, I have to expect that as well if I don't make that much. You see what I'm saying? But Smoke, The Few, The Proud, JT both said, but I'm a man. So if they're saying we're going to Reds, it's probably because, okay, they're going to take care of it. But it doesn't mean that I don't save enough that I can treat you as well.
No, that's cool. But I'm just saying, we all know that everybody's different. And some women requirements don't require going to the highest stake spots. We'll just go to Applebee's and they'll be just as in love with you and just as happy.
I'll go to Applebee's too. Like, I mean, hey.
Like Applebee's. I do not like microwave food.
Yeah, I'll go to Applebee's, leave Tarjay and go right to Applebee's in a hot split second.
Miss Alicia, I love you, girl, but I can't eat microwave food, baby.
Nah, you got proof that it's microwave food.
Micheline. I'm like, who?
She works for me. She works for me. She might as well call you Miss LA.
I said Miss Alicia. That's what I said.
I was a little slow. That's why. Don't listen to.
But it is. My niece works there. It be heating. She used to work there. They heat it in the little stove oven. Some certain stuff is heated up in them little conventional ovens and what's on the
Oh yeah.
But you know, I'm still at the 7-year-old stage, so it'd be like real quick chicken feet. Go.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. He can have that.
My kids, they eat everything. They was eating greens and ham hocks, everything. But I feel like what Alicia said is that like, if you're at 45,000 right now, right, and then maybe something happened and you just happen to meet me, spark up a conversation, and you know, I found out you have all these other accolades, you've been doing all this. Sometimes a lot of men, depending on their age, they don't have direction. But I don't want to be the one to give you direction because I don't want to turn into your mother on your goals. So I left a lot of situations to where I really like somebody, but because I try to help them and push them, it's been an issue, and I had to fall back, right? So it did affect me later on when it comes to situations where I stopped talking to guys who didn't have it together, and I wasn't willing to push and be the mommy. But they got with somebody else and they mommied them. Okay. And they got them together. Money looking good. Looking real good. Okay. But they cheating on them. What I'm saying is.
You go.
They be cheating.
Why you throw that in there?
Because I got to. I got to.
They calling her. That's why.
But if
they calling you? They calling you, Joe?
No, they don't be calling. They block. I block them, baby. As soon as I get done with it, baby, I block them.
But if you ain't married, is you still cheating? If you're not married, is that still cheating? If you're not married?
Not technically.
I'm gonna say this: if you expecting her to be committed to you, and her not doing nothing with nobody,
I don't know.
It really depends on the man.
I'm just asking.
Well, I'm not trying to be mean, so I'm sorry if I'm coming off aggressive.
No, come on, baby. Tell me
not to nobody else. Sorry,
Jay. You only aggressive.
Not to nobody else, JT.
I mean, I'm just thinking about the totality of the conversation real quick because I mean, Tomcat asked a real interesting question, but shouldn't there be expectations? Like when I was in my 20s, I was making like $25,000-$30,000 a year. You know what I'm saying? And you grow to 30.
Absolutely.
It's natural progression. So if
that's not
myself in your case, I can have a more, I guess, a better world sight. Like if I was a female, 30 years old, 2 small children or a single mother of one, I would expect the man who's in his 40s to at least be making 45 to 50. Bare minimum.
Yes. But JT, they're not. Not all of them are.
Well, it depends on educational levels as well, or if they're in trades, or
But that's what I'm saying. Like, it depends on where they are in life. Like, it really depends, because on paper it may say they make 30, but they doing side jobs and they're electrician.
Right.
And they got to be in an apprenticeship program if they down at the local. You know what I'm saying? So they make it for money. A lot of them got other jobs. So it really just depends on the person and man and the drive that he got. But me, I'm not babying nobody's son. I got
hey. No, I get it.
Hey, hold on. Let me say this. Now, we know the average man in America makes anywhere between $45,000 to $51,000. That's just the average man. So when we do these numbers and we know this is what you're going to get anyway, ladies, it's hard for you to, that's the area you got to work with. So all this, what I ain't going to take and I ain't accepting and I ain't settling.
You asked us what we wanted. We didn't say what we.
I understand, but I'm giving you numbers.
It's the difference between want.
I know want and need. But what I'm telling you, what you're going to get.
I just been having a lot of luck then, Tim.
But you setting us up because you ask an opinion, and then you tell us, and we give you. It's like you back us in the corner because you make us give you an answer because you want an answer, and we're telling you what we want, and then you back us in the corner and say, "Well, this what you gonna get." Nah, Jazz been lucky. My older gentleman, he ain't hurting for nothing. The few gentlemen that I know that are around my age, they have substantial money, so it's not as bad as you think. But then also that has a lot to do with your aura and who you are and what comes with gravitating to you.
I'm just talking about what the national average is. It don't matter what's going on around you. The national average is what the numbers are. So because what I'm saying is what you're going to be.
Well, that's if they're paying taxes.
No, I'm just saying period. I'm just saying period. This is the national
Leave me alone,
the average, but see, Tim, here we go again. It's just like the beginning of the video you played. There's a cultural perspective that you are not including. We all know that there's wage disparities between African Americans and white Americans, especially black women versus white men who are literally paid less than a dollar, less than $1 or $2 than what the same people with the same degrees and the same level. If you look at the cost of living, our neighborhoods where a lot of us are moving, even when we go out to Twinsburg, Brookwood, we're still living amongst each other, and it's still a medium price point, and it's usually a 2-family income that's supporting that. So there's a lot of different factors that can make that conversation, and also about median income. But like again, when we start seeing us particularly get older, we're single. Our spouses either die off, divorce, whatever the case is. So that makes that selection process that much more difficult. And as we discussed 2 weeks ago, it's harder for black women to be as choosy as they want to be.
Oh, that's my point.
The situation.
Where's the wiggle room? Even though you do have your opinion, so it sticks there. You allow that. But what I'm saying, what you're working with, you have to work within the parameters of which I gave you as far as because numbers don't lie. So I'm just saying this to say what y'all got to deal with. You can want what you want.
But that's why I said, Tim, it's more so perspective. Like, if he makes that much money and the bills is paid, I don't have to worry about anything. Then that's fine. If I have to provide, if I have, and I told you we had this conversation before when JT was on. If I have to, which I'm gonna help, I'm not gonna not help. Like, I'm gonna do a little bit more when it comes to time for vacation, when it comes time to have certain holidays, or not even just anything that I want to do or want him to have. So it's not like I'm not open to being of assistance or being of service.
That's good. Okay.
You just asked what we wanted.
Exactly. But like I said, if that tax paperwork say 4551, baby, we gotta get it together, baby. We gotta get you a side hustle, some business,
and that's another thing. Like you said,
something you like.
Other people have.
No, Jazz, you said if it say 4551.
Yeah, we got to get you something else you like, baby.
That's the average.
I don't want you mad at me. I don't. The thing
Why would he
is,
be mad at you?
I've dated a lot of men who are very upset.
Because of what? Give it to us.
When they find out, like, they're very good, they're happy, they're very generous.
But what are they
ones
mad
that are
about?
my age, very generous, very giving.
What they mad at, Jazz?
And then when they ask me what I do for work,
Uh-huh.
and then they
What
ask me
they
how much
mad
I
at?
make. Then they ask me how much I make.
What they mad at?
Their behavior changes, their attitude changes.
Because
They
of
want
what?
to ask me, "Oh, why you ain't taking me out on a date? You ain't asking me I want to go on a date. You not saying I wouldn't do it, but the thing is, they were not thinking about it when we were going on dates that he paid for the tickets or I'll pay for the popcorn.
Mm-hmm.
Like they were not thinking about that. Or like if we go out to eat, if I paid, until they never thought about. I actually was, being of service, trying to show appreciation. They were not thinking of that
But
until
what
they
did he
heard that
get
number.
mad at, though? What did he get mad at?
Until they heard that number. That number ain't the same as they know.
What you talking about? Oh, you basically.
Because she make more money than them.
You know, just because you keep dealing with lame.
You know what, Tim? Find me a real nigga then. I'm willing and ready. Let me know where they at.
Please and thank you.
Where they at? Tell you know where to
Smoke,
find
would
me.
you chime in on this one?
I'm trying to figure out what he doing asking you how much money you make.
It just was at that point of the conversation we were talking about possibly, being exclusive.
Okay.
And they didn't want exclusivity at that time.
Okay, gotcha.
Or full commitment until they found out that number.
So you
There's two questions men should never ask a woman. Number one, how much money do you make? And number two, how many dudes have you slept with?
They be asking, JT. They ask. You be surprised. They're different. These men ain't me. They different.
That's an insecure dude with a boost ego. Anybody who gets better, you make a couple more dollars than me. That's no problem. Get your game up, man. Go back to ICDC and get you a degree in welding. I don't know if you're homeboy. I mean, step your stuff up. But don't get mad at the woman because out here getting her cake.
Yeah.
For one, they already know she got a kid, and the kid young enough, so that question is taken care of. But asking you how much you make is irrelevant.
See, but a lot of it, just like I said in the beginning, a lot of it has to do with self-confidence. It's not a lot of confident men. Men. That's why you hear us a lot like, find us a real man. They're not real, because a real man is confident in himself, in his capabilities, in his knowledge, in who he is. I'm sorry?
Hey, Pewter Proud, what do you call these guys? What do you call
Vader, the Vader male. Vader.
This is
Vader.
Jazz, why we get looped into this?
He texted me ready too. You know he got me.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, that's what's out here though.
But they
Hold on.
here.
I gave Tim some good pictures of me.
Yeah.
He been supposed to find me a man for the last 2 months. Ain't one came.
Hey,
But you know what? Let me tell you something.
It's hard, man. These dudes, y'all right.
But you know, like I was saying, I really didn't. Even if you tell me how much money you make and you make more money than me,
it would make a difference.
It shouldn't move you.
It's not. Let me tell you something. It's not. I'm not gonna let you know. If you do movie, I'm not gonna let you know, because you know that mean I got to do.
Get my shit together.
I got to go out and buy me another dump truck to add on to my fleet to make sure she don't make more money than me. But you ain't gonna know that. The competition gonna be in here.
You say no to that smoke. You say
Working together for a common goal. What does it matter if she from what it does? I mean, I don't care.
Now you see what I'm saying, JT? Like, it doesn't
No, I
matter.
really don't care. No, I'm saying I don't care.
Oh.
I'm just saying she has a, no, I don't care if she make more money than me.
Yeah, that shouldn't mean nothing to me.
Bottom line,
Look here,
I don't
my
care.
father said if she make more money,
But
that's
if
her
you
money.
do make more money than me, in my mind, I still need to up my game in my own mind.
Yeah.
It ain't got nothing to do with her.
You make more money than me. That's the more money we got.
It's our money, not your money. It's our money.
But the thing about it is, when you're dealing with a good woman, like you said, just like you said earlier, JT, you said we drive nice cars, we have a boat, we have.
Go ahead.
And it's all of those things that you listed. We're good. We're good. We're happy. That's all that matters. So somewhere along the line, just like you said, she threw that couple bands because she saw you was waiting on a good job. She believed in you. She trusted you. She knew it. So there's a different dynamic when she believed in her man and knew that you were capable, you were qualified, and you were showing her and doing the things, and she knew you was gonna get it out the bag, go to and get the bag anyway. So she like, let me show you what I can do just to let you know if we ever got to sit at that table talk and talk about all of that, what you bringing, this, that, and the third, I got your back. So if we're in a relationship, I got your back. I understand that I have your back.
For sure.
So
for sure,
be so many different situations in so many ways. I'm not opting out a person who, you know, doesn't make, I mean, $100,000. However, what's your plan? You don't need it.
1%.
Because but what I'm saying is, if I'm over here right now, I probably would have made like 50 of these. Stop it. And I'm over here, I got a dress over there, a dress over there, a dress over there. And I'm still, if you watching me that and you don't have the same type of nature to go get more, that's going to trouble me because it's in me to be this way. I don't know how to not make stuff. So we won't be compatible because you aren't like me. If you're okay with making $41.50 and you don't got nothing else, like you just literally get off, you don't even go to the gym, you don't even, there's no more, it ain't gonna last long.
I'm going to get it out the mud.
I really feel like it depends on the individual. Now, I have met men who have, you know, had lesser paying jobs, but they may have had a lot of money saved, a lot of money in their banking and checking accounts, right? But the thing is, a lot of men, I think we need to stop putting this narrative on people because we put it on ourselves as me being a serial entrepreneur and working. It's like we want a serial entrepreneur as well, or we want somebody who's doing more as well. Like I used to sit in like my ex-husband. My ex-husband is an engineer. He working one job. He gonna come home, do what he gonna do, and that's it. Like that's it, and that's okay because that's what he wants.
Good money.
When you meet somebody, the thing it's not even about that because at first when he wasn't. It took him a minute to get there. What I'm saying is not even about the money. Every person does not want to be an entrepreneur. Every person does not want more. But you have to make sure you're comfortable with that when you meet that person. You have those conversations.
That's what I was saying.
I really feel like that because everything can be taken care of in your household, right? If they're showing you that nothing has ever been late, groceries always been on, lights been on. If that person is for you, you know, he's there for you, available for you. He's mentally intelligent. He is emotionally intelligent. He is like whatever he has going on. Every man does not require to be an entrepreneur or need to be getting extra incentives. So, and I will accept the person who's like that because I don't want nobody like me that's not at home all the time. I don't want nobody like me that's not available to assist with my children, right? Because I have a 13 and 9, right? So any man that has in my life, which my kids have never met anybody I've ever dated. I only date when I don't have my kids, right? So when that man do come, baby, it's different. Now you gotta be a part. You gotta be a family because my kids gonna be like, oh, what's such and such coming over? Right? So it's a difference.
So
it's a difference. I don't want nobody like me.
Yeah.
You say
what? What'd you say, Smoke?
You got 2 kids?
Yeah, I have a 13 and a 9. Yeah, I'm 34. I was married.
That's a whole nother problem.
You know too much longer. When you do it, ready to come to the door.
That's a whole nother problem.
Football,
No, I wouldn't even say that. Like, if you let my children smoke, you would. It's everybody say that because they used to women with little boys who are teenagers who are very disrespectful and rude.
Right.
Say the least, that is not the thing.
No, but what I'm trying to get you to understand, when the dude comes to you, he ain't just got to take care of you. He got 2 other kids to take care of with you. So you talking about a man making $40,000? There's no way he can even knock on your door.
But that's what I'm saying. It really depends on the person. I didn't say the person was for me. I said it depends on the person. You're not hearing my words. But I'm also not requiring another man to step in and do X, Y, Z. Like,
hold on, okay.
They have their father is with them all the time. Like we together.
Okay. Let me say this: y'all do understand that when you do have children, that if a man do come in, he's gonna have to be financially. It don't matter if he makes $40,000, because he's gonna he's going to use his money. And on top of that, ladies, when you already have children, do you really have a dog in the fight?
Oh, I do.
Already, I'm just asking. Do you
I
really have a
do.
dog
I
in the fight?
did.
I'm saying, do you have a dog in the fight?
I do when I did.
Hey,
Because,
I
baby, let me tell you
Wait a
something.
minute,
When they come this way,
They,
they want to come back.
they know what,
They
but
ready
they
to be
know
stepdaddy.
it's not.
Let me
I'm
finish.
sorry. I don't
Wait,
know who
Jay.
you know, Tim.
Wait a minute, I know. Let me finish, and then you can hear me. Oh yeah, I'm saying this to say, do you really have a dog in the fight? What I mean by this is, should you really pass these men up? Because some of them could be good men.
I didn't
Because
say
you're
I was
coming-
passing them up, though. I didn't say I was.
No, I
That's
ain't
what I
saying you was.
said.
No, hold on. I'm just saying it to say that. So I'm saying that should women really drop their standards based on what they're coming with, based on what he's coming with? Should women really drop
That's
their
why.
standards?
But that's what I'm saying. It really just... JT heard... Y'all all heard what I just said, right?
Yeah,
That's basically
it depends because you're gonna get to dating them before you even like until it's the exclusivity. You're going to already 9 times out of 10 feel a way about them, and we all know as women we do make adjustments when we kind of tied in. So now that conversation has come after we've already developed. Like if we're exclusive, now the conversation has. So now you have to go and think and see yourself and be like, is he doing this? Is he doing that? He does this. He does my children. He this. And then that's when the acceptance comes in to where, okay, you know what? I can't work with this because you're saying.
Wait, hold on. Watch this. So is it beneficial for a man to come into a relationship like that?
What you mean?
The woman that already has kids. Is it beneficial?
You ask the same questions different ways every week.
Say this. No.
I would literally ask the same question about should people date people with kids.
No. So is it beneficial?
You said it's beneficial for them. Hold up.
No, because they got more people to take care of.
Right.
But it depends. It depends on the man, though. It depends.
If he don't have, go ahead.
If you don't have, because I'm running to a lot of older men and they
Absolutely.
don't got no children.
I do too.
So
I run a lot of them 40-something, 30 who ain't no children.
That's why he like, hey, you want to bring the kid? Because I got this party situation. Because he don't have none.
They ready to be stepdaddy. They ready to pop one of you.
What dude is raising his hand and say, hey, I'm ready to be a stepdaddy?
You would be surprised the type of conversations that you have with me. Like I'm saying, I'm not saying that he's like jumping off the porch like, oh, I'm ready to meet him. But he knows I have a child and he does not have any. So he's excited like, ooh, well, how do I include him since he is the bulk of your person, the bulk of your time? Let me figure out how I can include him because I don't know what it's like and it sounds fun. What is he like? Does he like pool? Does he like skating? Does he like...
This sounds like a serial killer, Alicia. He sounds like a serial killer. It's DT stat.
I'm gonna send JT and the brain buster my location.
Yeah, you better. This nigga's a serial killer.
He said he was a lifetime.
I'm trying to tell you, sis. If it sounds too good to be true, this.
Listen.
We can play
that I have had. I told you the con is it in it is already was turning me off. So I'm not even like for it. Like to be honest, I'm just telling y'all because we're on the subject of it.
That's smart, but that dude's long.
From a man perspective, though, you got to look at it from a man's perspective. If a man is coming into this, he's looking at because like these men on the panel just say it. They're men. They always know like the few to proud. I'm gonna get it out the mud. So men, that's how we wire. We wire to even if something go wrong, we're gonna try to figure it out. But he also diagnoses what he's coming into. Is it gonna benefit him? See what I'm saying? So y'all gotta understand. He comes into it.
This comes from Smoke, who got 5 children himself. You know how many grandkids coming out of that? Y'all might have to take care of.
I'm ready all 5. I got 5.
2 plus 5 is 7. Like that's traumatizing.
But I'm gonna tell you, with her having two kids, that's really low. That's kind of low because usually 1 to 2, that's low because these women they got. Hey, look, I had a woman that
football.
Man, I had a woman come to the shop. She had 4 kids and 1 in the belly. Talking about is it any dudes available out here? I said,
but I heard she get pregnant by. You ain't asked her.
Yes, she did. She said the dude she got pregnant by, He got 10 kids.
I be in there.
And that's number 10 that was in her stomach. That was number 10 right there.
And them be the 30,000 broke boys. They just ain't got nothing but time to lay up.
That's the recipe for generational poverty. That's what that is.
Yeah, then that's
because there's no way if it took $20,000 to raise a kid from 0 to 18, and you got 10 of them.
Yeah, 10.
Powerball winner, son. Get out of here with that.
You talk about my two smoke.
And they be young too. And the women be young with all them babies.
That's
she was young.
I know. That's what I'm saying. They be young and have all them babies.
Yeah.
But there you go, TC. And then you're gonna talk about, well, if you want a younger girl, no. You gotta buy a steakhouse, no.
So quick, like,
kids, you got to buy steaks though.
Like, I mean, I'm witnessing like a person that don't get up, go to work, be in the house while the lady go to work, and I'm looking like he don't even take the trash out. Like you, if dinner ain't ready, like, but you can't talk to younger women. You can't tell them
food ready for you if you worked all day. Should he have something cooked and cleaned up and everything?
Not really.
No, I mean,
for days.
My thing is, where's the balance? Isn't that what life is about? Like a balance. So I'm not saying that now because you don't go to work, you have to be the Mr. Mom and cook the dishes. I mean, do the dishes and cook cook a meal. But where is the balance in our life? How is it working out? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay, at least go get the groceries for me, so I'm not going to the grocery store and having to cook after I just worked all these hours. You know what I'm saying? Meet me somewhere. I'm okay with still being a woman and saying, and I may cook better. You know, at the same time, don't leave me high and dry to where it feel like I'm running out of both ends and you just chilling. That's an imbalance.
That's the difference. Like, is you saying like the person live with you?
Not me.
Like, is that what you're saying?
No, I'm watching someone literally that I know deal with somebody that don't.
Did you say something?
Man, now you know what the conversation was like. What the fuck wrong with you? Like,
I was like, is you okay?
No, I really did. Like, no, I did. And I was like, I mean, it can't be that good. Ever. I ain't had it. And I don't want it. Because if it is, that's stupid. It's drugs. Are you getting, like, blinked twice? What's up? If something wrong.
But a lot of times that depends on the way they've been raised.
Mm-hmm.
That's where it comes from.
What's that?
Coming the way they've been raised, from however that young man been raised. You understand what I'm saying?
About how he acts. Okay, how he handles
it. Yeah, you know, even if, you know, it has been situations where I had to be at the house.
If you got an ankle monitor.
Well, you know, it came out that way because, you know, I've been in the streets all my life.
You didn't just say that.
There's been times to where I had been sent away and came home, didn't have nothing. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We still had a house and she was doing what she was doing, working. You understand what I'm saying? So until I got back on my feet, I made sure that house was clean because I'm a clean dude anyway.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Certain things a man gonna do regardless.
Okay.
You're not gonna have to tell
him. Yeah, that's a real
man. When it
man.
comes in their upbringing. See, the younger folks now don't have the same upbringing.
But they got the bodies, though. They look like men, but they're not men.
Not there. They don't have the qualities.
Yeah, so y'all picking up guys that got men bodies, but they little bitty boys.
But can I ask you a question?
Bader males, Bader alert. Bader alert.
My kid is past my kid's bedtime. I gotta go in a minute.
Bader alert.
And my phone on 10%, Tim.
Yeah. All right, well, we're gonna go.
Okay, yeah. Hey, when y'all get a chance, that's my YouTube channel, The Few, the Proud, the For Real.
Okay.
That's my YouTube channel.
Yeah, check him out too when you get a chance.
He ain't getting no introductions today.
Yeah, I didn't get in there. So we're gonna do a extroduction, whatever you want to call it.
I just want to put that out there.
So if anybody want to say something,
it.
That was good. Yeah, we enjoyed you. If there's anything y'all want to say on y'all way out, feel free to do it before we get out of here. Anybody want to start? I ain't even got to tell nobody who to go first. It's something you want to
They know us by now.
They know. No, girl.
I think the conversation went full circle, and I think you brought it back around from showing those videos to all the extracurricular conversations we had in between. We proved that there's definite cons in dating people younger. There's definite cons in dating people older. We answered the questions, and we had a culturally responsive communal conversation about it based on our personal experiences that don't nobody outside of us exist. So I appreciate that, and I think that we disproved several of the foolishness that we heard in the intro. I know that you was just bringing that up for the convo, but
Okay.
I'm done.
But okay, this is what I'm gonna say on our way going out. So is looking at the situation in which we have, just among blacks, among ourselves, not the whole world, but the blacks. Is this a major problem with single baby mothers not being able to find a man? I mean, is this about to be a serious problem? What y'all think?
Me personally, mature. Yeah, like you mean that? Well, mine is older, but the level of
Just you finding a husband is this about to be like a major problem? Because we know from scientific fact that if every woman on the earth was married, there'll still be 1.8 million women still available to be married. So I'm saying this thing is about to be actually a bottleneck problem.
Well, that's why we supposed to have more than one wife. That's why they got to be ready to join
Here
that.
we go. Here we go.
Yeah, that's another podcast.
the real deal. That's
Hey,
the
next week.
real. That's the real.
Next week, Tom Cat. Next week. Next week.
one down.
That man is the king, and he's supposed to have 3-4 wives, and y'all supposed to be able to accept it. That's
Tom
it.
Cat. Next
And
week, man.
that'll solve a lot
How many
of
do you have? Do you have?
That'll solve a lot of the problem.
Next week, man.
That'll solve a lot of the problem.
She want to know how many you have.
Do you have multiple wives right now?
I ain't gonna put it out there.
Okay.
But I thought they all got to
Fair.
each other and know each other. These players.
There you go.
That ain't what you just said. You said they got to know each other.
Man, if Jess get closer to that phone, y'all see her get.
She about to come through the phone or through the camera.
I'm going to
But
see
if
you
she
Saturday.
been around me in the barbershop, she already know.
I seen you at the barbershop. I ain't been.
That's
I
what I'm
ain't
saying.
been
So
talking.
you already know.
I'm
I
going to pull up on you.
Listen, it ain't
She
something that I
will.
like to
She
like.
will.
I don't like to keep saying it because people can't say like I'm trying to brag or something. You know?
Right.
No, it ain't about you trying to brag.
No, that's your lifestyle. We're aware of that lifestyle.
It's
Yeah,
expensive to
People
live,
think
baby.
you
Please,
trying-
I know
people
that
think you
anything
trying
like
to
me
brag
is
or
expensive.
something, so I don't, I didn't got so I just don't even say no more. So
Yeah,
people
that's a
think you
situation
trying
that
to
a
brag.
woman got to be accepted of.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you know, some women
JT's so
accept it.
animated tonight.
I just can't believe you opened the door for polygamy right now, son. Like, you don't like to walk in here right now? Well, okay.
He been looking at that door.
I'll be stuck for the goal in the morning with a sleeping bag. Polygamy.
Some people follow, some people don't. But we gonna go ahead and go our way on out of here. So anybody want to say anything, or we gonna do the music and go now? We needed that to go out on. Look at
Everybody have a great evening.
You too.
The place to be when no
It's good for you, and it is for me. Let's talk about it next week.
talk for a while on the Cliff Podcast show. Make you smile.
at Yahoo. Hit me up.
So have a seat, get ready to go on the Cliff Podcast show. Let's enjoy the flow. We'll discuss the latest trends and news. Laugh and debate, leave your feels. Tim the man is your host. We'll keep the energy high. With interviews and stories that will touch the sky.
Remember, if you want to come on, hit me up. T. Thompson, 178064 at Yahoo. Peace.